Here we have our Krakaravnaki Krakens taking on the Mikalva Massacre. So I've got my golden radio voice back. We're going to see this he's sticking it out so far. This is going to be the last game for the Krakens, though. It's sort of against norms and practices, let's say. It's kind of late over here. It's like 2 a.m. It's kind of against norms and practices to leave mid-season. You got to wait till the end of the season. That's standard, and you have to give a forewarning to the league operator so that he can recruit more people. It didn't happen in this case, but this is his last match. Let's see if he can go out with a bang, possibly against the Mikalva Massacre. Mikalva Massacre, though, are very scary. Very scary. And they're going to be kicking off to the Krakaravnaki Krakens. One thing that I'm going to be talking about in this match is my idea that a draft league shouldn't be big for bigness sake unless you're doing it for a reason, like a DLE, Draft League Europe. It's my favorite draft league on site that I don't run. Possibly my favorite draft league even. It's big for not for bigness sake. It's big because they want to emulate how the NFL's set up with 32 teams. That makes sense to me. And seasons are so long. It's very big. It's a very big league that it takes a full year to play it. Wow. Much longer than this league, where it has 5 games in a regular season, and then your time will vary in the postseason based on your ability to win in the postseason and the preseason as well. So draft leagues should not be big for bigness sake, and drafts shouldn't take long. That's my view. And how, pray tell, do you shorten up a draft? Well, you make flights of drafts. Okay. So in a flight, you would have half of your teams in your league. Once I hit 18 teams, I'm splitting up the draft into 9 teams here, 9 teams there. The best record and second best record are going to be last picks for each round. Fair enough. And the first picks in each round are going to be the first and second worst. And it keeps on in that progression on both ends of that spectrum. So you'll have a better chance to get better players anyways because of these 2 drafts. Because not only that, there's a third aspect. There's going to be the same amount of key skills like block, wrestle, dodge, tackle, and guard. Did I say guard yet? As well as stat ups and legendary players. Legendary players have 6. So I'm going to be building, I'm going to still randomly generate players for the first flight, okay? But also I'm going to mirror it in the second flight with some random generations. But if that random generation is above the amount of guard, for instance, in the first flight, then I bring up the first flight to the same amount. If it's less strength up than the first flight, then I would bring the second flight up to having the same amount of strength up. So there you go. But there were 2 removals here for the Massacre, but they have one of their players removed, and now it's going to be 10 against 9 on the field. Out he goes. Another topic of interest to me is that the problem with YouTube, and I had this more of a problem when I've had my actual face on screen. I deleted all those videos. Especially since I got my graduate degree, I'm going to be a professional now. Again, I don't like a real professional. I don't want to have much of a footprint, but the option to say, hey, I do this to an employer if that's beneficial to me, right? Or it might not be beneficial if I say something crazy, right? So it's like, I don't need to necessarily share this unless it's going to benefit me. So that's another reason why I'm going VTuber. Not only is it kind of cool to me, even though it kind of looks like a Pinocchio puppet from those first few episodes, it's also functional that I do this way. But there's no such thing, you recall, as an internet friend, after all those asides, if you recall that. you know, there's such a thing as an internet associate, an internet, you know, kind of a friend. There's some exceptions to that rule because like the ogre coach is like, damn, I don't really drink beer, but I'll drink beer with this guy. It's cool. Or it'd be like something like that, you know, where it's like, yeah, I could see, like, if I was in the same country, like, yeah, we'd hang out. But there's no such thing as an internet friend because people, like, what I'm doing is I'm providing entertainment. And some people enjoy watching these. And whenever you give that kind of dopamine hit, it's like, this guy's doing something good for me. We're basically friends. That's not the case. It's not the case. It's a cruel world. Only your family are your friends, really. Except for maybe a few people. You're hearing some of my hang-ups. Like, nobody's your friend. People don't have friends. But you know what you know what I'm saying, though, right? Like, I don't have friends. Why do you have friends? No, it's like it's kind of funny. But yeah, there's no such thing as an internet friend, though. Let's all just be chill and hang out, have fun watching these. But getting the stalker vibe. Maybe I'm talking to you guys. You don't know who I'm talking about. Could be any of you. But if anyone seems like a stalker, though, it's me during draft time. I'm gonna be like ringing up, like pinging Europeans to make their pick at 2 a.m. And it'll be like 10 hours on the clock. Go. If you miss your 10 hours, your pick slides. So, you know, if anything, I'm pestering them during draft time. Like during the regular season, I'm gonna like say, you scheduled your match. Please schedule your match publicly. And besides that, I let things slide. Let things go. So, but during draft time, I know I'm a pest because I sort of need to be a pest. If that makes sense. Yeah, that and draft leagues don't have to be big for bigness sake. For bigness sake. Drafts don't have to be long because the only long draft I do is the inaugural draft for these associated leagues. You have to have 8 picks to be anywhere near competitive or compelling for a draft league. It's just how it is. And here's a nice little dodge. That was the 3+. And pow! That is very annoying. After such a great push there by the Krakaravnaki Krakens, they get stuffed. And you'll see that these seasons go by faster. This season's going by faster because this guy's a new coach. He's flustered. This is his last match, so let's cheer on the Krakaravnaki Krakens. Why not? You know, I don't know if he's still playing Blood Bowl because just playing tougher opponents and that's going to throw you off a little too. And it's not just this league. It's all throughout. You're going to be playing some tough opponents. You're going to deal with some scary dice. And you're going to lose rerolls early if you... touchdown, Krakaravnaki Krakens. If you're not willing to eat the both down, for instance, or the double skull, and the ball's not in play, you're not going to lose the ball. You're going to have a bad time, and he's sent off. Oh, no, after that touchdown, the Krakens get another setback. Let's see a block here. He really wants to get that 3-dicer. He should have probably hit this guy first for that, right? And then he should have hit with the bowl. Here's the push. He's going to get on frame for the blitz, it seems. The key target to knock out. He can block with 5+, 6+. Interesting, he just wants to get on frame. This is very dangerous with AV9. You're going to lose this amazing Murkic. Oh, Murkic is unskilled, so it's not the end of the world. Gotcha. Because you can always buy a new... Well, blank pieces like this, 0 SVP, 0 skills. If it's missing next game, you cut this guy because you can always buy another one for free. You can always grab another one for free anyways. You don't buy it. Well, anyways, this guy's a very good runner. Pack Zux. One of the best runners in the league. Let's see his skill setup. Block, dodge, sure hands. That means there's no way to lose the ball unless you get hit with wrestle, or you get hit by what do you call it? A POW dice. Only ways. And that with sidestep is really great. I wonder if he gets fend, because that's just the cherry on top. Another bite of the cherry, as they say in soccer. I don't know why they say that. It's like cherries aren't that much of a risk. Unless you have a bunch of Europeans choking. Sorry. But my leagues are very Eurocentric. I just prefer European players in nerd hobbies. I have a real hate relationship, and it's probably mutual with the North American players, because there's a lot of lolicons in the North American area, and I don't really like that. I like women to be fully aged, and I don't use like little comics to have a little workaround like they do in the nerd scene in North America. Just not my thing. But the Europeans are cordial. They're nice. They're helpful. And there's some helpful and nice people in the U.S. too. It's just like they're all pests, and they whine about like setbacks with dice, and it's like it's literally a dice game. But that is the end of the first half. There's no counterattack here for the McAlva Massacre, as this says Krakow-Abnaki Krakens 1, McAlva Massacre 0. As we head into the second half, we are going to at least see there being a chance for McAlva to draw the game. Timeout does help for a 1-1 draw. He does not want to score early. Why? Because there could be a 2-1 grind from the rookie player, the Krakow-Abnaki Krakens. I don't know if the rookie player knows that that's a big aspect or not, but I have to be more judicious about who I invite, because I set him up to fail to play against all these monsters like the McAlva Massacres coach. Not doing him any favors to throwing the Krakow-Abnaki Krakens against the Massacres coach, who's very good. Whereas this guy is just learning the ropes for the Krakow-Abnaki Krakens. It's not his fault necessarily that he's losing these games. And so then we see... So I always thought it was uppity. I always thought that it was wrong for leagues to say, specifically draft leagues do this because of all of the investment and time that you put into it as a commissioner. Whereas also there's investment in time into like those really good leagues like the White Island League or the, golly, what is that great one in Australia? The Southern Waste League is my favorite league that I can't participate in because it's in Australia. Good people. They're the best people to play with, the Australians. Even better than the Europeans. They're actively nice. Whereas, Europeans they act how they should act, which is perfect. I love that. I'm used to that. In comparison to the NA coaches that are like, pooping in their diaper. Crazy. A lot of them in some of these leagues. Nobody in my league though. I do pick people to be. I do pick good people from North America. Like I'll be like the way that I usually recruit. I've started to recruit like at first blush, but the way that I recruited these two leagues, KPA and UFL, is that I would go play in the game and see if they complained about rolling skulls, if they're like friendly or like not insane, and then I invite them to the league. Because it's not just me that deals with them, it's people that I'm inviting into the league that are going to be dealing with them. So it's part of protecting your the people that you're responsible for, right? It's a small version of that. It's not like it's your family, but these people are going to have to deal with the people you invite. So you better be good about who you invite. It's another aspect about draft leagues. Whereas other leagues, it's kind of like, I just need enough players. The draft league is a lot of investment. So you got to have the right people, too. This is another reason why Draft League Europe's so great. Like, they're overly concerned with being hardcore, but they're not. hardcore in the sense that they're not bullying. They're hardcore because they have a level playing field type format. Anyways, let's actually get into the game here. Got tackle on dodge, and it hits with a pow. Good work. Down you go. Sound off. And now we have the switching field, eh? To get the 2 dice. Very well. Carry on with the violence. And is it badly hurt? Badly hurt. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Badly hurt. I don't like repairing people that are badly hurt because they're just going to come back anyways. You want to wait for it to be a really good piece. Yeah, he doesn't even have skills. Come on, man. But you're learning. Yeah, he doesn't even have skills. Oh, and he's giving up the north. Very interesting that he's giving up the north, but he is going to tag. Very good. Very good. See what a strong team that the Nippon team is? And he thinks that he's not outclassed here in terms of the team's strength, let's say. And he does have some great skills he's chosen. Oh well. Can the McAlva Massacre force this guy to the league? Is he going to bully him out of this league by beating him up to a pulp? Nope. He's going to risk his ball carrier. Oh my god. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, sir. Good hits. He does have all the skills he needs to stay on his feet, though. Is that why he decided to do that? Maybe. I still don't like it. Anybody can get a POW at any time. After all these turns of investment, you might lose the ball, like right now. He rushes. He pushes. He's only a step closer. But he's going to have 0 assists. How is he going to rely on the 3+ times 2 dodge out? This might get hairy. Oh no. He's out. Into a stun. Now he's in a lot of trouble. Very scary. I don't know what's going to happen here. I thought that the Krakens, that they overcommitted to the south. And as it turns out, it is the McAlva Massacre that are out of position. Just very too confident here of just tagging people, living your life like there's no tomorrow, you know? I don't know. Yuck. Yeah, I guess I'd do that. It wasn't so bad. Yuck. He could get the 1 dicer still. This is how dangerous it is to tag for no reason with the ball. Not a fan. Not a fan. Through, no, 2 dice. This is the best he can do. This is a good idea. And he's going to get 2 dice again. Oh, just a push. Okay. And it looks like the Massacre have some life in them now. No rerolls for the Krakens. Oh, Murkic. Old Murky. Murkic. Just a push. Why is he doing that when he could hit blitz? Oh, I guess he needs to do that so that he gets 2 dice. Yeah. Interesting ideas. And that's enough to knock him down. Stunner! Tagging 2, which is nice. Woo! go. You're out of there. Missing next game. Good job, Massacre. Why did I ever doubt you? Why did I ever doubt you? Maybe because of this? No, just kidding. You couldn't possibly. Yeah, see? It's okay. It's alright. Yeah. Pow! He's fighting for the 2 dice. Oh, okay. Crap. Well, such a great ball carrier is knocked out of the ball game and has a niggling injury. Well, crap. I think I can get away with that. Oh, okay. Huh. I see no way for them to win the game. It seems as though the Krakow-Ravnaki Krakens have won the game and they're going to exit the league. They're going to like, I can't do this anymore. But they did win the game. They did dice the Massacre for what it's worth. A little bit, but the Massacre, I don't think it's dicing when you put yourself in that kind of trouble. But that is the ball game. Krakow-Ravnaki Krakens 1. Mikalva Massacre 0. That is the ball game. Unfortunately.